It's a scene we've seen a bunch of times from high school to college. Basketball game, guys on the road, black kids shooting from the free throw line. Of course, monkey noises and hoots and hollers are happening to try and distract him because that always works. And actually, that's not racist at all. This happened at Jenison High School up in Michigan. And as it's kind of hard to hear from the echoing of the gym, but yes, monkey noises were being made as he was shooting his free throws. So apparently once this was all figured out and discovered and complained about, some of those students involved, they were suspended, but some of the parents that had been victimized in other ways said this just isn't enough. So that particular student and basketball player's mother posted this on Facebook. Says, I'm just disgusted how Jenison High School student section started making monkey noises as my son was on the free throw line. Wait, but not only the noise, but if you look closely, you can see one of the students actually acting like a monkey. Just know the superintendent, principal, and AD will be receiving an email with this video. This needs to stop and these kids need to be held accountable. So they held a school board meeting, as probably differently, but then other folks started coming out of the woodworks. It's one of those things where if you see a little bit of smoke, there just might be fire. And folks came out and pointed out there is fire. Start with this one particular grandmother who called the superintendent out for not reaching out to the family when it came to this whole thing. She goes, when is the accountability? When is the actual care about this gonna happen? Because if you wanna see if action will happen, see how the administrators are treating it. Let's watch.
I am appalled to hear, I'm sorry, Mr. Graham, that you have not reached out to that family. That is your fault. I don't take the as a social worker. I'll tell you what I would have done. I would have marched those students that did that over to Wyoming Public Schools and had them make a public apology. And traumatize a young man publicly. So publicly, they should be made to apologize. And you, I'm sorry, have fallen way short as a superintendent.
So I've been trying to see the way people may see things like this. We talked about brutality, we talk about these racist events here, and people may watch it and go, what's the big deal? He's a 14, 15, 16-year-old kid, maybe 17, who knows, who's then getting monkey noises tossed at him. Who cares, it's a basketball game. When you're that age, and then you see your peers doing things like that, it's detrimental. You wonder, so is this the way that we're allowed to act? It's teaching the kids that are doing it that, yeah, that is okay. But more folks and parents came out at this whole event. Let's go down to the third one here, you guys. I'm sorry, SOT 4 here. Because another parent who was a mother, she said of 2 black children, shared her personal experience with discrimination at the school too. Again, it keeps growing. Watch this.
In junior high, tell my kid, I have no junior high kids, tell my junior higher that her siblings should be sent back to Africa where they belong.
Girl, where from?
This school, this happens all the time. A lot of you have the ability to be ignorant to it because you're not coming home and hearing those stories every single day. I speak to all of you who are white in this room. I grew up in a family who I say raised me unintentionally racist. My parents are not racist, okay? But this is how I was raised unintentionally racist. My dentist was white. My doctor was white. My teachers were all white. My pastor was white. Everybody who had a position of power over me looked like me and was white. I have 2 black kids who haven't had classmates in their class who look like that. I had to call the principal and say, please don't make my kid be the only black kid in the classroom. If there's another black kid in your class, please put them together.
I think we already know, Jackson, a lot of these things happen in every high school. I saw it growing up, of course. It's not like it's brand new. It's just, there comes a point when people have to start realizing what we're teaching kids and how those kids then become the same ignorant, racist adults many times. And that woman's testimony, I think, is a part of it. Because it's sometimes unintentional, but then other times it's just blatant. Who told them, make some monkey noises for black folks? Someone who never learned that that's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I mean that's not like a rare occasion.
Exactly.
I remember that happened. I mean, we both grew up in Missouri. You know what I'm saying? So like, I remember in high school games that used to happen a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like in basketball games and stuff. So, and I say that to say this again, this isn't an isolated incident. Racism is a learned behavior, and especially just with the access that we all have and the algorithms that work on things like YouTube or whatever that basically bring you to content that you're looking for. That's how YouTube works. And you got to keep that in mind when you get sucked into stuff. YouTube is feeding you what you want to see, right? What you're watching. But they get in these echo chambers where, you got Nick Fuentes and all these like red pill weirdos and they hear this type of stuff because it's the most attractive to them. So, it's just like one of kind of our tribalistic parts of human nature that keeps on getting fed through messaging. But yeah, no, this is not uncommon at all.
And many of those folks, like you mentioned, Nick Fuentes is the pundits that say these types of things. They're doing it for the attention, the money, and all that. But then, these kids, some of these folks got suspended here in the school, which I guess isn't that big of a deal. But who is it that they're going to grow up to be? And who is it that they think? Who's it they think that are the ones who control and do things like this? It's a skewed approach to life, but they're just making money off of it, screwing up these folks and thought processes. So maybe a little bit of reality needs to be given to them. Like you said, it's age old, but now we're seeing it more on camera. It's really the same difference.